What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? Excuse the change of venue, if you will. I'm making me a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Had a porterhouse last night. I'm making myself something to eat for breakfast. And I want to talk a little bit more about the Sony PlayStation Classic. And I promise I'm not going to be beating this dead horse over and over again. I made my little announcement video. I gave you my thoughts, and I even responded to a few in the comments below of that video. So that's not my intention here. While going through the comments, now I also want to say I'm not defending any of the opposite of a lot of the negative comments. I'm just very surprised about how negative people have been about this product. And truth be told, I am about 95% in agreement with each one of you. The price point, it's a little high for my taste for something like this, a plug-and-play system, because at the end of the day, whether it's first party, 8th party, 2 millionth party, or just something a kid put together with fucking Lincoln Logs, $100 is a lot of money for something like this. Let me go get my bagel. But there's one thing that's just, it's a question I came up with halfway through people making comments and whatever. And I promise I'm going to get to it. This is not to defend the product, because I am in agreement with most of you. I will probably not be getting it unless it's on sale and or at a yard sale or something like that. I do think it's a great idea. I love it. If you're a huge PlayStation fan, this is for you. But I have a question, so just bear with me and we'll get to it, I promise. A couple of years ago, Nintendo comes out with this thing called the NES Mini Classic. And everybody lost their fucking minds. Lost their fucking minds. Nintendo did their classic Nintendo thing. And didn't produce enough of them. So there was a huge demand for it. And I think the majority of it was because it said Nintendo on it. That's just my opinion, though. So it doesn't mean it's truth. And everyone lost their minds there. They were paying 3, 4, 5 times what they retailed for just to get their hands on it for their kids or for their shelf or whatever. And some of you went out and bought multiples. And even these larger YouTubers that have some pull, whatever that means, actually had to get them through friends and stuff like that. So it was it was a problem. It was kind of an exciting, fun thing to talk about. But it came and it went. The next year, Nintendo says, we're going to come out with the Super NES Mini Classic, and everyone lost their fucking minds. And then Nintendo said, you know, we'll make more this time, we're sorry. And they did. They made a little bit more, and they did sell out. But I can tell you right now, if I really wanted to go get one and I had the expendable $80 or whatever it is for it, I could go to 2 or 3 stores and I see them all the time in my local Target, and my GameStop always has at least one behind the counter. So Nintendo did right by us on that one. So they're everywhere to be found. The NES Classic comes back out. And then I see people like, I can't wait for the N64 Classic. N64. And everyone's all hyped up, hoping that they're more likely going to come out with something like that. Or maybe a Game Boy one. Either way, that's not the point. The point isn't what it is. It's just that Nintendo may come out with one. Fuck, I forgot my egg. Nintendo might come out with one, and you're all going to go, ah! And you're going to kill each other for the fucking thing. Okay? Sony decides to come out with theirs, and it's met with quite a bit of negative response, which, again, is fine. I agree with most of the criticism within. But one of the comments I keep hearing over and over again, besides the price point, people are puking all over the controllers because they don't have the thumbsticks, and that's fine, too. That's a gameplay style. That's individual taste. But one of the universal things that come up when people like not for me is they'll say, well, I have more convenient, cheaper ways to play PlayStation games, the original PlayStation. And I agree with that 100%. But we also have the same cheaper, convenient ways to play NES, Super NES, you know, your N64, Sega Genesis, anything right now, you could technically play for free if you just have a little bit of computer savvy and you know what you're doing. Pretend I know what I'm doing with a frying pan. The question, we're getting to that question now. If Nintendo had never come up with this mini classic idea, would you all still feel the same? Think about it. Don't just pop off. Think about that question. Nintendo and Super Nintendo Mini Classic never showed up. Never seen one before. Sony comes up with this great idea. Let's take a bunch of our classic hits and put them into one convenient bundle that's HDMI ready. Would you feel the same way that you do today? Again, not trying to defend all the negative stuff because I agree with 90% of it, but it was an idea that came to my mind. I said, you know what, that's an interesting question, because I think most people's feelings might have been a little different. Maybe they wouldn't have because it's not Nintendo. So I can go 50-50 with that. Nintendo puts out anything with their name on it and you guys will fucking buy it. And that's fine, because Nintendo's a great product. Nintendo's been around for a long time. It's the basis for a lot of our childhoods, and I totally get it. But when another company comes out and does it, and they're going to do it right, unlike all the Sega shit we've been getting, everyone loses their mind on the opposite direction. So, again, my question to you is, if Nintendo had never come out with their mini classics, would you still feel the same way? So, guys, that's all I wanted to say. I promise we won't discuss this anymore. Unless, of course, I get one in my hands. I'm going to let you know how I think about it, you know? What I think about it. Or something interesting comes up as a result of all of this Sony Classic Mini. But whatever. So, guys, I'm going to finish making my steak. Porterhouse, egg and cheese, bagel. And I'm going to sit down and stuff it in my gullet and enjoy. So, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks, as always, so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. The response lately has been tremendous, and it warms my heart. It really does. So don't forget to donate to the Alzheimer's Association. My walk is this week. Come on, it only takes a minute, and if you can't donate, that's fine. Share the link. It's always going to be down below until donations are no longer accepted. It would mean a great deal to me. So guys, hope you're doing well. Thanks as always for watching. Take care. Creep it real. Go ahead and leave feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback is positive. Just answer that one question. Don't worry about defending the rest of the crap. That wasn't the point. I just needed to get to the question. The question at hand. Would you feel differently if Nintendo had never come out with theirs? Until next time, bye-bye. Fucking